And now, the Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Come on! Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. And if you ever saw him, you would even say it close. Come on, come on! All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, come on!
Rudolph, you know?
Your nose so bright, won't you ride my sleigh tonight? Then all the reindeers loved him.
Then?
And they shouted out with
What?
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer.
Who?
You go down in history.
Yeah.
You go down in history.
Yeah.
You go down in history.
Yeah.
He was prison raped right after that moment, everyone.
Don't
It's
say that.
The Bonfire
Don't say that.
Christmas edition.
Rudolph was never prison raped.
Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. We are live and new on a Wednesday, the Wednesday right before Christmas. This is supposed to be. Should we have a swear jar today? Big J. Oakerson here. Dan Soder sitting right over there.
Did I already cuss? We're supposed to be no sex, no cursing.
No, not at all.
You good?
Are you sure? Yeah. I mean, are we kind of we're like a pretty cool house. So like, even if we do curse, it's like, just don't say the F word.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn.
Darn it.
Darn it.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
I'll tell you what gets you out of the Christmas spirit, and that's walking outside among all those damn monsters.
I hate them. And it's funny, I go away for 3 weeks.
Dreaming of putting on football pads and running over everyone outside.
And having a murderous Times Square spree.
I want to put on full football pads next season, next Christmas, next season,
And bowl through.
and we'll do a kickoff return.
Just do it. Like we actually we'll punt it to one of us.
Yeah, and then you just take it back.
I'll lead block for you.
Yeah,
Dude, I hate them.
yeah. It's if you live in New York City, you kind of know to stay away from Times Square all the time. But the mix of
Why do you want to jump into that if you're not from here? Why do you want to jump into that? Why not come to New York in I don't know, April? Like, you know what I mean?
But here's the thing. I will admit, as someone who's not from...
I'm not from here either.
I know you're not from here, but you're from the East Coast where it's all close. You guys are so close to each other. I'm from the Great Plains. We have nothing for miles and miles except mountains. But you come to a city like this, and there's Miracle on 34th Street. There's a lot of movies that glorify New York at Christmas.
Yeah, they're black and white.
I know.
Before there were so many people.
Why, there's over 30 people in Times Square.
I'd stay clear if you don't like being touched every 15 minutes or so.
Oh.
It's lousy out there.
It is.
I hate it so much. We're gonna do I'm gonna give you a gift on the air today.
You just pull out a gun and shoot me? I'm like, oh man, this is like that.
Merry effing Christmas.
Oh no. I'm not an ambassador.
You know what? Sometimes I like when a caller, the first thing they do, they call him with a great... We don't take the call, but Kevin in Florida wants to ask, what's the dorkiest thing you've ever done for a chick? I'm like, that's a pretty great question.
Oh, God, so many things. I was at a cornball.
Yeah, I've done some pretty dorky things.
I mean, I feel like
I told, rewriting the words to Amanda by Boston for a girl named Deanna and making it all Deanna.
That's great.
And everybody in school knew that song. I thought they wouldn't. I didn't know Boston was so big in early 90s school.
I don't think it's a dorky thing, but I think it's a real... not cool guy move. I took a girl to homecoming after she told me she had a boyfriend. She's like, I got a boyfriend. I'm like, Susan, still want to go?
She's like, I guess.
Yeah, what?
And she went.
Yeah, we went.
That's cool.
I dropped her off right after the dance.
The same girl I told you, her boyfriend let me take a picture with her at a school dance.
It's pretty great.
Because nobody was, threatened by me at all. She's like, sure, he's got no one to take a picture with.
And you have the classic PlayStation 2 story with your ex. I'm just talking about involving women with Christmas.
That's dorky going at me. And then Janessa, I sent Janessa flowers when she was sad in school one day. I asked my grandmother to let me use her credit card for this. I begged her. And I sent her flowers, and Janessa never acknowledged she even got those flowers. She got them, though. They were delivered.
I wish we could call her.
I don't know her number.
Jay, that's such a lie.
It's not a lie, Janessa.
No.
Yes.
Who did you really
want?
want?
That shit all he wants.
I mean, you have a great soundboard, Lou.
Dan never stops
Dan that
talking.
interrupts.
Yeah.
Dan, you always interrupt.
I just want to know who you really wanted to send flowers to.
What?
Who did you really want to send flowers to at that school? Who would Janessa think you wanted to send flowers to?
You know who?
Who?
Samantha Montavani.
That's my
He
favorite.
talked about Samantha Montavani.
That's my favorite clip.
Like, I honestly didn't know he felt that way.
She's such a liar.
I'm interested to know what's the dorkiest thing you've ever done for a guy besides make out with his neo-Nazi?
I had a crush on a gay guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't out of the closet, but he was definitely a gay guy, and he would like go spend summers somewhere else.
So she grew her asshole in hair for him.
She goes, I got you a gift. He goes, what is it? She takes it out and goes, ooh, that looked like a tumbleweed.
Well, that's nice.
Oh my God, Christine, thank you.
I made him.
You can call me Christopher. Have at it.
Just go, I'll put my, I'll talk like this.
I'm going to be over here biting this tiny Christmas tree.
I didn't even send him a mixtape. I just sent him a tape of like one song he told me once he liked, and it was that.
Ooh.
Christine, how did you know I loved this song?
You know I like Wham. God, I wish you had a pecker.
But was that how
Every night I wish you had one.
It was that song that's like, do you think you're better off alone?
Oh my God. Talk to me. Ooh, talk
Yeah.
to me.
And then I said,
Who is this?
I don't know, some club.
I guarantee I know it.
it's
100%.
club music. And then I said another tape that was just the first Wives Club version of You Don't Own Me. Because that was
that?
also one of his favorite songs.
So he's definitely gay.
I mean, he's like in part of the community now.
Yeah.
Who was it?
My friend Nick.
And that's just it. But you know he was gay then?
No.
Oh, you were trying to like lay it out for him.
You just
I
thought he was
loved
super
him.
into dance.
He was like gothic and like super into Marilyn Manson, and like we'd be depressed together. Like I loved
Life is
him.
pain.
Is that my? You think I'm gay?
That's her roundabout way of saying she thinks you're gay. She's all,
love gay.
I made him a mixtape. You go, hey, you just made me that.
I love gay guys who love Marilyn Manson.
Yeah, this is the song.
Oh, yeah. This is the song. He should have told you this and been like, oh, you need to be with men.
He's like,
Right when he
Christine, I just love this song and puss.
Yeah. If there's three things, puss isn't a curse word,
No.
right?
That's why I picked puss.
I just want to see how you feel it out. I'm willing to see. You're like,
I'm gonna dance around the rules.
yeah, you're the space chimp. I want to see how far we can push this. There's a holiday party going on here.
There's such a. And by the way, we are the outliers. We are never invited to anything.
They don't like us here
They don't like us here. I don't
because
think.
Comedy Central pays us.
That's what it is.
Yeah, they don't have control over us.
We're getting cashola.
And we're
Viacom.
We're coming and staying at your house, but we don't have to listen to your mom.
You put us in a back corner. You decorate all around us with other people.
You didn't know he was gay.
I mean, everybody else seemed to. My
He
other
looks like he
friend,
just took off his makeup.
he may
He looks
have.
like he's backstage and he was like, honey, now that was the show.
Christine, you want to F and then go scarf shopping?
Yeah,
By the way, another thing we do, we've also and Christine have gone scarf shopping together.
At the Bonfire SXM on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat if you want to see the gentleman that Christine was in love with, who is...
I don't know if I should send his picture out like that.
Okay, we'll find a similar...
You can't send a picture? You can't send a picture of this guy? Why? Because you're embarrassed you didn't realize a guy who's wearing a matching green short set?
Well, he wasn't
possibly
wearing
gay?
that in middle school. You know what it was? Is I was friends with another guy that was just like way more gay than him. So like
Oh,
he
gay
seemed less gay by comparison.
Gay displacement.
I'll find that guy.
When one fire burns hotter than the other,
And
you think there is no fire.
And we'll get to
classic gay thinking. I know what you mean. I've been suckered into a couple relationships.
We'll get to the. Is this the other guy you like? By the way, go to his main page. By
It's
the way, look.
great.
Do you see his background? That's the greatest thing in the
It's all
world.
beefcakes.
Look at that. It's just
Everyone has six pack. Look at the guy third from the right. I'm like, that's who I identify with.
Is he one of those guys?
Yeah, it's
Which
this one right here.
Do they have incredible bodies?
He's the one that works here. That he was the first person I ever did coke with.
He's the one you. Well, let's not turn him in at work. We did it right here at the studios. He was the one you lived with when you came here.
Yeah.
He's jacked.
They're all jacked,
Yeah,
except
he
the
loves
guy
the gym.
third from right.
I never would have guessed and you were in love with him too.
It's all men. For those of obviously you're listening to a audio medium. It's six jacked or very shredded gay men. What's that?
I couldn't look away.
I mean,
I can't look away either. I'm
their
into
abs are He-Man-esque.
By the way, the one guy's got a good body, and he looks like a dump in the middle of all those guys.
The one third from the left?
Yeah.
In the yellow?
Yeah.
No, that's the dumpy guy I identify with. The guy to the left of him looks exactly like my college roommate, Amir.
Dan, I love you so much. I love you so much.
I identify with him out of all the jacked ones.
You can't identify with anybody in this thing. Your body doesn't look like any of those guys.
No, I know, but I'm saying if I were to throw myself in this picture, I would go third from right.
Well, then so would I, by
Yeah,
that
of
logic.
course.
I know, but you're much closer to that guy than I am, but
All right,
neither of
fine.
us look like that guy. I don't identify with anybody in that picture. That picture is foreign to me.
I don't even know.
Oh, that was his wedding.
But the one
They
third.
call themselves the Reservoir Hogs.
Can we put that picture up? People need to see that.
Come on.
I'd like to. But
At the Bonfire
some
SXM,
personal shit.
it's 7 gay men in tiny little black briefs.
It's not personal. It's on Facebook. You went to it.
Guys, we're friends.
Oh, that's true. We don't know the laws.
Well,
about
where
that.
are you in that picture if you're such good friends?
You know what I
I
did?
don't think there's any women in the vicinity of that.
There was a moment in 8th grade where I did switch my crush to him, but then I actually wrote a journal entry about how I was going back to my one true love, Nick.
Yeah.
So it's very short-lived.
If they did the Reservoir Hogs, he would be happy he's Mr. Pink. He's like, I love this. Who gave me this? Who gave me this name?
Jesus. Good Lord, they're so gay.
But they're also so incredibly in shape. There's not...
Yeah, usually they are.
He really wanted, I forget.
They have nothing but time on their hands because old men pay their bills while they suck them off.
Oh no, he started making almost a 6-figure salary by the time he was like 17
course he
years
did.
old. He just kept lying to different companies and getting raises and promotions.
He's like,
Really?
catch me if you
I
can.
was
That's
gonna
what I say to AIDS, too.
That's what I say. I was going to say. It's the funny thing is like, as a gay guy, he just does that. He just like lies his way and everything. Goes, listen up here, Mr. Sister.
I said that the other day.
I've been the CEO of Apple Corporation.
I want to talk to Spider in Kansas City.
Yeah, we got a couple people here saying the things they
Dumb stuff they've done for women. It is our Christmas episode.
and we'll go through the whole staff at some point.
It is our Christmas episode, but what is more Christmas than heartbreak and being alone with your family, realizing you screwed it up? with
None.
a
That's why so
significant
many of those songs are so sad.
other? Yeah, Christmas isn't a happy holiday. They try to force it to be happy.
I find it actually the most depressing maybe of them all.
There's just always that night where I'm just alone in the room with the Christmas tree, and all the lights are off except for the tree.
Yeah.
Probably for the last 16 years, I've been high, too.
Some sad song comes on.
It's always the haunting, you're alone. It's like that kind of,
Buy a cat.
yeah. You're gonna die alone.
Even Mike Vecchione's got some family to see.
Your mother doesn't love you.
Your mom's knees behind the ears for some guy named Jeff.
Oh, God, Keith was the last boyfriend that spent. Is that you? Who is that?
No, that's a gay guy I was in love with.
That's it.
Really? Mm-hmm. Did you like him because he looks like you?
I have to be with you. Why? Because you're me.
Because you're me. It's the Liberace theory. You were his boober.
His boober.
You were his boober.
His boober. Spider, Kansas City. What did you do for a girl?
How's it going, guys? Crackle, crackle.
Crackle, crackle, dude.
Yeah, I filled up a hotel room full of balloons, and she came in and she just twirled around in all the balloons and just had the time of her life. Yep.
So it worked out.
Oh yeah, it worked perfectly. And then
Oh, well, that's not fun.
I went to the pet store and rented a bunch of ducklings, just about 60 of them, and brought them all home and laid her down and covered her.
I hope she got shit all over her. 60 ducklings just shitting all
You
over
rented
her.
ducklings?
They go, sir, are you starting an illegal duck fighting ring?
What are you, Daddy Warbucks, and you just rent and adopt something?
Yeah, I cursed. What's my penalty?
Huh?
I said S word.
You have to pull one pube out.
Okay. Thanks, Spider. Thank you for
All
this.
right, man.
Hold on, let me get another one. I dropped it.
That wasn't a good call because it worked out. He got laid.
You know what's funny is I thought he meant at the same time. Oh,
Got it?
yeah, not
Okay.
bad.
All right, let it go. This is in our studio.
That one fucking. Oh God.
Every time you got to rip out a pube. That goes for everybody in here.
I got one. I thought he filled up the room with balloons and let the ducks go, and she's just squashing ducks as she's walking through balloons.
She danced to the balloons, couldn't see the ducks, and started killing them one by one.
You spider, you silly goose, you got me all these balloons. Oh, my God.
He's crushing.
What's soft and crunchy?
He's like, no, please stop the rentals.
He takes him back, just stomped out.
Just a box full of dead ducks.
He goes, what'd you give me, 60? I got 51.
Oh, now is what we're talking about. Zach in Ohio. Here's more. I understand this. Zach, what's up, buddy?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
It's going pretty good.
I took this girl. She lived in my neighborhood. She was like 2 grades younger than me. So
hot and younger?
Yeah, I would give her like rides home from school and stuff because I was a dumbass. And
well, I was gonna say, Zach, were you like an awkward guy? Like, were you not getting laid and stuff in high school? This was like you were hoping for this go. See, I swung a little younger in high school. After a while, I figured that would work better.
Zach saying that. Mm-hmm. That he was the older guy by 2 years completely reminded me of a story that
let Zach finish first.
Yeah, no, but I'm just like blown away. But Zach, I want to hear your story. But you know how something just lays in your brain and then something just jars it loose?
100%.
So Zach, I've been in your situation. So you were the older guy.
Yeah, well, I am. I was in a band, not the band in high school, but I was in a band.
Okay, that's a big distinction. But also, by the way, band kids have a lot of sex.
That's true. I've been told that.
Yeah. So you were in a band.
Yes. And so I asked her to prom, and she said yes, but she had a boyfriend. And when I was in my senior year in high school, I actually moved out of my parents' house, so I got to take this girl to prom and back to my own apartment.
Oh, that's the bad. I mean, you had your own place. You were. That's the ultimate latchkey kid move. You lived.
Yes.
You had your. Did you pay rent yourself, or did your parents pay rent?
Yeah, I paid rent.
So you were an adult your senior year.
Basically, yes.
You had your own apartment. You took her to prom. You took her back to your place. What poster did you have on the wall? Scarface or Dave Matthews?
Well, it was 2000, so there were probably...
Bob Marley.
No, I think there was maybe a Dave Matthews Band poster.
Yeah.
Probably Incubus.
Yeah, we're the same age, so I'm just trying to guess all the posters I had.
Wait, that was in his apartment.
Yeah,
but
his apartment that he lived in by himself his senior year of high school.
But he drove the girl.
He took her to prom, then took her back to his apartment. She had a boyfriend.
Oh, I thought you took her back to the boyfriend's place.
Well, after we got back to my apartment, she asked me to sing to her.
Oh my God!
And so I was sitting on.
Were you the lead singer of your band? Please tell me you played bass. Please tell me.
No, I'm the guitar player and singer.
Okay, damn it.
Okay,
I just wanted to know the rhythm section kicking something in.
She asked me to sing her songs, and I oblige because she's a pretty girl asking me to do anything. And at that point in my life, of course, I'm going to do whatever.
Quick question before you move forward, Zach. Did you, A, clear your throat, or B, do any sort of vocal warm-up?
That'd be great if you went and just had, I got to have a little whiskey and some tea.
Yeah.
I took a shot of olive oil.
That's so great. Ha, 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 ha.
I love you truly.
Let me turn around. Hold on. Come on, Zach. Come on, Zach. This is for everything. It's prom night. Prom night. Prom night. 1, 2, 3, 4. You. What did you sing?
She wanted me to sing her Dave Matthews, and then she wanted "Wish You Were Here" by Pink Floyd.
Oh,
and so
you should have done the Incubus version.
Did you change the lyrics for a Negro in a cage? That's what I would always do.
I don't think I did.
Oh, that would have got her.
You're probably right.
So you sing.
This is Ohio we're talking about.
So you did a 2-song show for her in your apartment.
Yes. Well, technically it was a song and a half because mid-second song, her phone went off and she stops me like,
Did she give you the agent one finger as she looks down? She goes, hold on, I got to take this. This is pretty important.
It keeps going.
She's like looking at me square in the eyes, like trying to, look in my eyes, but also like look down at her phone at the same time, just kind of like eyes twitching back and forth. And then she's like, yeah, I have to go, so could you drive me? I figured I had to drive her home. I actually had to drive her straight to her boyfriend's house.
Oh, buddy.
And he got to reap the benefits of all that work you put in.
Absolutely.
He sure did.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you something I've learned, Zach.
Prom dinner.
Oh, good Lord. I'm so sorry.
I took her like to a Japanese steakhouse. And,
Japanese? Is this another man's girlfriend?
She coming here, Rastarik.
I get ready to sing a song. She like a song singing.
Get her nice and horny for a boyfriend.
Is it Brett? You taking her to Brett's house?
Brett? Are you bringing her to see Renard?
Renard.
I learned, Zach, as an adult, I've had to learn this lesson more times than almost any other lesson I've had to learn in life. When you're with a chick,
play Dave Matthews.
Something's about to go down. Play Dave Matthews is sung by Dan Soder. No, when something's about to go down, and there's any trepidation in the girl, any little inkling of like, should we? Maybe we should. The phone ringing, there's no recovery from it. If there's a phone that rings, it's never news. It's going to not anything on that phone is an excuse.
That was my doctor. He says I don't have AIDS and it's impossible for me to get pregnant.
Dude,
let it rip.
Me and Christine in Austin, Texas one time had a girl back in our room, and she was winging it hard even. There was no trepidation in her. And her phone kept going. Remember? And at some point, I'm like, oh, geez, here we go. As soon as she grabs, she goes, oh my, it's like, my dad's an alcoholic. He just fell on stairs. He's going to die. I got to go. Christ. I'm like, I should have hit that phone.
She's just one arm picking up her panties as her other hand has the phone in it.
I'm
on my way. Hold on. Oh, God.
She was almost by far, I'd say, the aggressor of the situation.
And she's like, oh, my dad died.
She's like, I forget who it was. I think maybe Christine's one that said it. I was like, no. She was like, your phone's been buzzing like a whole bunch. And I was like,
well, thanks for calling in, Zach. I'm sorry you got your heart broken, but
can I tell you guys what happened in the end?
Yes. I thought it was over after you delivered a hot meal to Brett's house.
You went back and you finished your takeout Chinese by yourself,
and you went satellite in a boy's dream.
In a boy's dream.
I drop you off at Brett's, and you have crazy sex in a boy's dream.
I was pretty fat back then, and so I went to White Castle.
Don't take the suitcase?
I got like 20 White Castles, and then I had my sister's boyfriend buy me a bottle of Southern Comfort.
Oh, SoCo and White Castle?
Yeah, so I ended up sitting on the toilet, throwing up into the bathtub, and shitting out White Castle at the same time. That's how my prom night ended.
Yeah, you cleaned yourself out, though.
Zach, pull out one pube.
Yeah, you cursed. You got to pull out a pube. Everyone's pulling out pubes.
Dude, you guys, Zach, great call, man. That was, man, we got so many of these now. I'm so happy we did this topic because this is gone.
So, can I tell you what he reminded me of?
Yeah.
I can't believe I've never told you this story. When I was a senior in high school, this smoking hot girl transferred to our school who was a sophomore, and she had huge breasts. It's a Christmas episode, so we're going to keep it. How am I going to get around the story without not getting in trouble and ripping out pubes?
Just look at those pubes. It's gone, buddy.
Oh, yeah, I am going to be. Yeah, it's going to be a real Brazilian situation at the end of the show. So she was very pretty, very big boobs, and she was obsessed with this one guy who was a year younger than me. He was a junior, I was a senior, and she would send him naked videos, but it was like VHS. Like you had to.
Yeah, my ex-girlfriend used to send me those.
So she took one of her showering and one of her playing with herself, and then he showed other guys because he's shithead. Ah, man, get in there.
Yeah, really, you could have saved yourself by saying he's a guy.
He's a guy. Ow. I don't even know if I got one. That one really hurt. I kind of knew that and still liked her, and then she one time was at my house for lunch because people would come over to my house to smoke pot and hang out at lunch. And I was like, yeah, I heard everyone got to see your boobs, but I didn't get to see them. And she's like, do you want to see them? And I was like,
great move.
Yeah. And she showed me her boobs and I was like, oh, we're in love now. And we made out and I was like, oh, we're going to have sex. Cause she's like, you have to drive me back because I have 7th, 8th, and 9th period, but then pick me up after school and I'll come over. And I was like, great. Picked her up. She came over to my house. I was like, we're going to have sex. Didn't have sex. Froze me out. Kept making out with me, but then like, no, let's watch TV. And I'm like, finally I found out when I went to school that she told her friend, she's like, yeah, like she wanted to go to prom with the kid that was a junior, but she's like, if he doesn't ask me, I know for a fact Soder will. And I was like, wow, evil woman. So I took another girl. But good news is, a month later, she had sex with a hot dog in front of 9 people that all went to my high school. So
that is a great story.
And
where?
And a tennis racket at a kid's house when his parents were gone.
What? Wait, are we saying this like a serves her right? Or are we saying like what an amazing school you went to?
I mean, I think
nothing like that happened in my school.
Public schools are the best. So here's an even better part to the story. Oh, this was before the hot dog. Trish was at Randy's house, and I had a party, and I took muscle relaxers for the first time and smoked a blunt, and we were playing PlayStation 2 in my room, and I had like a little tiny TV, and we were playing PlayStation, and I laid back on my bed, and I woke up the next morning at like 7 a.m., and I just knew something had happened. Like, I woke up, and I was like, what the hell happened? And I called my best friend, and he's like, dude? And right when he said that, my heart dropped, and I was like, what did I miss? He goes, we got Nicole to eat her friend out in front of all of us.
Damn.
And you were asleep. And I was like, why didn't anyone wake me up? And they're like,
we tried, but you looked so adorable. You're like a little angel.
You know what my friend Joey said? He goes, I went in your room and I went, Soder. He's not getting up.
Soder.
It was in my guest room.
Hey, pal.
I was 15 feet away.
Hey, slugger.
Guess what was happening in a boy's dream? What was happening in the guest room? That should have been in the boys' room. Never, and they were both hot.
That stinks so hard. We got a bunch of these, and we'll take them all, and we'll come back, and we'll find out from some of the crew. We'll do our crew.
That was supposed to be my boy's dream.
I'll tell you what I did with the younger girl when I was just graduated high school. I would go in my Honda Accord hatchback and pick up my girlfriend.
I know.
Who was 3 years younger than me. And you know what was blaring out of my speakers in my Honda Accord hatchback?
What? You go, get in or get out.
They were like, is that your boyfriend? She's like, yeah, he's older.
He's older and he gets
like,
it.
Get in, Cher.
Cher, get in. Yeah, this is a new mesh tank top.
Cher, get in. Babe.
You got that ketamine? Let's go walk sideways down the hallway.
We got a bunch more of these. When we come back, we'll find out from the crew their thing, and we have an update that I see here on the call list of something I definitely want to hear an update on for you campers out there. You'll know it when we come back. Until then, it's the Bonfire Christmas edition.
But it's still sexy.
Hey campers, you've heard me and Dan talk about how our sleep number beds have changed our lives. Well, my sleep number setting alternating now, Dan, 65.
Ooh!
Absolutely right. Well, guess what? Now our innovative friends at Sleep Number have created a pillow that's so comfortable it's everyone's new favorite, including mine. It's the Sleep Number Comfort Fit Pillow. It's the perfect combination of soft comfort and confronting support. It features a unique fill blend of memory foam with premium down alternative fibers, so it keeps its shape night after night, and that is true. As the guy who made the bed this morning, it does keep its shape. The Comfort Fit pillow is so comfortable, it is truly the must-have gift for everybody on your list. Dan, you got it for a few people on your list.
My grandma and my mom.
That's right. My sleep number setting again is 65 right now, and there's just one place you'll find the Comfort Fit pillow. Where do you think it is, Dan?
Only at Sleep Number stores?
Yes! You were so
I got the hiccups and I was so nervous.
Right now, you can buy one, get one 50% off. Be sure to check out all their great gifts for smarter sleep. You only find Sleep Number at any of the 500 Sleep Number store locations nationwide. Find one nearest you by going to sleepnumber.com, and be sure and tell them Jay and Dan sent you. Again, that's sleepnumber.com.
Let me ask you a question. Now my energy's all gone because Lou didn't turn on my mic in time. But Jay,
ask you
may I please ask you a question?
Yeah.
Does paying for channels you don't watch make you want to scream before a letter word? Stop. Just stop.
Okay.
It's time
I didn't
for
even
a skinny
start.
bundle. It gives you what you actually watch and not what you don't.
I've looked into this, Dan, this thing. It's pretty neat.
Is it?
It is. Well, listen, we're in a world where a lot of people, like, I know a lot of, especially comics, young comics, don't have a lot of money. It blows my mind. It was such a important thing for me when I got my own place for the first time, 23, I guess it was, to have cable.
Yeah.
And people would be like, even my roommates that I had were like, Oh, man, well, I don't have the money for that. That's not like a cable. This is before you could really have, like, Hulu and all that stuff on the TV. And I was like, it's crazy to not have a version of like a cable.
Well, you're talking about this, what Dish is offering is the new Flex Pack from Dish. With you start over 50 popular channels, and if you want more, then you can add channel packs like local, variety, kids, and news. And if you don't watch it, you don't pay. Call 1-844-CALL-DISH today, or visit Dish.com to sign up. The new Flex Pack from Dish. Again, it's 50 popular channels, and it's only $39.99 a month, with your first channel pack included. Add more packs like local, variety, kids, news, and more for $10 each. So get the skinny. Call 1-844-CALL-DISH or visit Dish.com to sign up. Requires. Oh, it's always requires.
Can I say particularly this read? You're doing like you were told to read like someone else's paper in front of a class.
Yeah.
And let me ask you something.
It's book report.
Does it not like doing this? And then you can have a skinny bundle pack.
Requires credit qualification, 2-year commitment, early termination fee, and auto pay. 1 TV included. Taxes and surcharges extra. Other restrictions apply.
Can I please sit down now?
Thank
you.
And that was the magic.
There's
the ice magic.
My extra credit.
You know, the Hawaiians have a cool way of saying Christmas. And then he says it. Hey, Howley. We don't even say that. That means you smell like donkey.
Oh no, Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Run! You want a cigarette, bro? It's the Bonfire, Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. I'm Dan Soder, that's Big J. Oakerson, and this is our Christmas episode.
It is.
Where if you curse, you have to pull out a pubic hair.
Yes. Or you know, who's going to say you can get one? You just got to pull out a few pubes.
I got some nose hairs. Does that count?
Oof. That hurts.
It really hurts. But they're begging for it.
You don't have the thing, the trimmer?
It doesn't work that well.
It doesn't work that well. Mine's like doesn't work almost at all at this point for some reason.
I don't know why.
My nose hair is one.
Hey, if you're listening out there and you're an inventor of sorts,
can you invent nose hair trimmers? Because that probably should be a thing.
And that should be like good ones though, like the Audi of.
None of them makes sense. The circle one doesn't make sense to me. The attachment that goes onto clippers doesn't make sense to me.
I had a girl tell me that you can wax your nose hair, where you put hot wax in and they pull it and it says your nose just starts running, but you're like. You can breathe. There's a Family Guy joke where he's like, oh, yeah, like every time I take Afrin, and it opens and his nostrils go, like, super wide. But she said it really feels like that. Like
I think I'm almost addicted to Afrin on a real note. I take it almost every day. You shouldn't use it every day.
But just how sassy your hand was when you said that, you go, on a real note. I think I'm struggling with Afrin.
I want to say this, and we're going to get back into the weirdest things you've done for a chick, because I think there's some great ones here. 2 things I want to clear up first. Is Mark in San Diego. We don't take the call, but Mark in San Diego asked if he can bring me edibles in San Diego this week. I will say, Mark, please come to the show. We could have a smoke together or something. Edible. I took an edible the other day, and it like my whole yesterday was like ruined. But I don't know. It's like it was too much. I don't know. It's like the next day I woke up like still feeling like in a haze. It was like being sick almost. And it was from that. I went to bed the night of feeling like. Just nervous and uncomfortable. You can't gauge. And there was like, someone's like, oh, it's only 20 milligrams. Or we're just like, that's not a lot. But whatever it is, man, there's just no way to gauge how it hits you.
Dave,
for whatever reason. And I don't like it. I just don't like that feeling at all.
Yeah. Dave Smith.
But I would be happy to hang out with Mark for sure.
I've watched Dave Smith eat edibles like they're just actual candy. And he's like, it does nothing for me.
Lewis just told me he like did something where they
he did Joey Diaz. He did the Church of What's Happening.
Yeah, he called him a legend.
Who?
He called Lewis a legend because he ate like 800 milligrams.
I was born for this.
That's crazy.
I did 100 on. Yeah, I do. I usually do 30 to 50. Ari told me that 50 does him in. And then on Friday, at Saturday, I was at a party and someone gave me 100 milligrams and everyone was getting really drunk and I was like, throughout the night I did 100 and then it hit me at the end of the night and I was like, that was too much. But yeah, the next day you're like,
I hated it. All yesterday, I think, was affected by that.
All right, so don't bring Jay edibles.
So, yeah, no edibles.
But bring me edibles.
But whatever else.
Tell me what the dosage is.
Bring whatever else you want, and don't trust those dosages, Dan.
I don't care.
On a follow-up, before we'll go, we'll ask Merkface or Lou. We have no Jacob today. He's off doing Florida Jew shit.
But he...
Oh, man.
There you go. Get in there. Oh, boy. Ow! That was good ripback.
Can you see in the light? There's a whole bunch.
Wait, was that for Jew?
Shit. Oh, wow. You got a bushel. You ripped out a whole patch.
That's for my next 5 curses. No, I said the S word.
But he was vacation Jacob. In fact, Lou came in the studio today and was like, Jacob humped me.
Yeah.
Right?
So real.
Yeah, they had an office party I walked into in my office, and they were playing Hava, Nagila, Hava, and they were...
It's Nagila.
Whatever.
I'm on your side, Lou.
Nagila's a black one.
Whatever. These Jews were dancing all over me.
Nagila.
And Jacob started humping me. Like giddy. Here's the...
Look, at this time of year...
Look at him.
Lou, at this time of year, the Jews have very... Like, we're so put into a corner.
Yeah, you guys really... Your high holidays.
Let him have his moment.
I did. I let him hump me a little bit, see?
But you don't give back.
I threw a pair at him. I threw pairs at him right after this. You'll see. I hit him in the head.
Lou, I thought this was the year you were going to warm up and become more affectionate with men.
I am really happy that you guys have that much fun in the office.
You want to see him dancing to Hava Nagila?
I do.
Yeah, do
Nagila.
it.
I want you to say it right first.
Hava Nagila?
There you go.
At the Bonfire SXM, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, where you can see these videos. Oh, wow.
Hooroo, 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 he was a bit better. Is that Mark face?
Look at Jacob go. They play this at weddings, yes? Where else? Jay.
Wait, was I there the whole time?
They play at weddings? Holiday?
Yeah. At my wedding, very funny thing was they put you in a chair and they pick you up.
I did that. At Lenny Marcus's wedding, I held him up.
Yeah, they did it. You went to Lenny Marcus's wedding?
Yeah.
They held, wasn't invited.
Son of a bitch.
I'm okay with it.
Oh, hold on.
They, at my wedding, they held me up in my, the dress pants are very slippery. Did you get it?
Yeah. Got one. No. Yeah, I got one.
Dress pants very slippery. So I'm up there, and I was like, they're not going to get me up there. I said, I don't want to go up, guys. You guys can get me up
Who was
there.
doing it?
Dante, essentially
Dante?
gets in there and like leads the charge for getting me up in the air.
Kurt?
They got me up. Kurt was under there, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was very scared because I was going to fall. I felt like I was going to fall. Carla, they put her up on the thing. She's wearing her wedding dress. The one thing she forgot to pack of everything, underwear. They throw her up on the thing, and all she's thinking about is that everyone can see her chaunch.
Ah, you sneaky devil.
Pubes saved. Speaking of marriage going haywire.
But no one could, by the way. No one could see her.
No one saw her.
Lady
She was
parts.
so terrified. That's my memory of the Havan Gilder wedding. We had Captain Z on the horn here from Houston. If you recall, Captain Z,
Of course, his government name.
was his government name. We gave him some divorce advice, apparently, a while back, and he wanted to give us an update. Captain Z, you're on the bonfire, buddy. What's up?
What's going on, Jay? Hey, it's Steve, but yeah, no worries, man.
Captain D. Yeah, you're right. It is Captain D. Sorry about that.
Things have not been going extremely well since January, although I will say the advice at least put me in a higher standing with the overall morality of the world and my children. But yeah, my ex-wife totally fucked me. So as
Pull
far
out a pube. You have to pull out a pube. Captain D, you have to pull out a pube. There's no cursing on the show today.
I'm sorry, I will do that right now. Hold on.
Do it.
Okay.
What was the advice we gave? What was the advice we gave? Like refresh our memories here a little bit. That was back in January.
Look, and as far as divorce, kids of divorced parents and stuff like that, I totally get. And, take higher road, be that bigger person, everything like that. And which I definitely did and tried. But the problem is when you have an evil ex that wants to just bury you like into the earth. That higher road screws you on the physical and monetary sense, but I guess the spiritual sense, I do feel like a better person. So it's a thank you as well as I got screwed very badly.
Sorry to hear that. In the spirit of what we're doing here on the show, do you want to remember a finer time with this evil, horrible woman and tell us it's something really geeky you did for her?
As far as geekiness, I tried one anniversary to do the whole treasure hunt, or like go from like present to present.
Yeah.
Like here's a little question, here's a note, here's a question, here's a note, and it just turned out so horribly because every gift I thought was thoughtful was looked at as you made me go here for this.
Wow.
All right.
That's
But
a bitter
other than
chick.
that, I don't know why it didn't work out.
Besides that, what's the big deal? That sounds like a bitter, angry woman. Captain D. I've met him in my life. So I'm sorry you're going through that, buddy. Well, you know what? It's Christmas. It's probably a pretty easy time right now to get laid. So
is Christmas an easy time to get laid?
Christine, you're a whore. What do you think?
Do you pull a pube for that?
Whore? It's a profession.
You're right. You're absolutely right. I can't argue with logic.
Are you saying that I was just cursing at my girlfriend, you son of a bitch?
Oh.
Yeah, get in there. Yeah! I don't care if it's clean on TV.
So many.
You are just. Do you have alopecia? Are your hair falling out right above it?
I loaded up my underwear with a bunch of loose pubes.
You go, hey, give me that bag of pubes, Christine. Hey, can you give me my extra bag of pubes?
She goes, oh, this is what you were saving it for.
Oh my God, you do plan ahead.
Beginning to look a lot.
But Christine,
I don't ever remember specifically like. Not so much the holidays. I haven't gone home for the holidays. Before we started dating, I know, like, going back home. Part of going home, I was like, well, I'm going to fuck. Like, somebody's
Well,
there.
you were going to what?
Oh, shit!
Turn away and pull out a pube. Turn away.
So
we don't hold Christine to the standard.
No, she's got to do it. She's got to do. I'm all about equality, bro.
I want to hear the mic. I want to hear the ouch.
I can't. It's too short. I can't get it.
That's not true. Here, I'll get you one.
All right, I got like 4.
There you go.
Now you got 2. Put those 2 aside.
Put the 2 aside.
This is palm it. You got to pick like a pickpocket.
What are we doing with these? Did you guys just throw them on the floor?
Yeah.
You want to make a hair doll?
Maybe the trash can.
I don't know.
What do you make, some kind of a voodoo thing or something?
I want Fecal Sag walking. I hope he doesn't show barefoot.
Do you want to put in our witches, our big pot? Yeah.
I need
our cauldron.
I need the pubes of an Armenian, and the eyes of a raven, the blood of a virgin.
Let's go first to Lou.
I don't know which is real and which is fake. I have to look for Christine's mouth to know if it's Fran Drescher or Christine.
I have to. Well, also some of the actual drops, Lou, are Christine, right?
None of them are.
Oh, it's not. I thought it was. I thought it was actually her.
The guy who lives with her. Yeah.
Has your mind been working? Have you been thinking some of the lamest things you've done for a chick?
When I was a senior in high school, I used to drive around 10th graders, all the hottest girls.
Oh, wait. Also, I want to say, not to cut you off, but
if you killed any of them, you can't say it on the show.
Do not admit killing anybody. 2, if you're calling in with your one, we're going to take these calls, but we got to clarify. It's not a geeky becomes an awesome, cool, slick thing to do if at the end of it works out. You get laid. We want to talk about
like
the
when
thing
that guy
it falls apart.
Yeah, like when that guy had that woman crush ducks. That was awesome because it worked out.
Yeah, he's like, we killed ducks, we danced in balloons, and then we plowed all night.
Yeah, then I took her to town on the hotel bed while all these ducks wept for their dead brethren.
Yeah, we ducked all night.
Duck, meh, meh.
It's all about finding loose ways around it.
You're good.
This is going to be the next Bob and Tom show.
Don't ever say that. Who's Andy? Chip?
Chip. Andy's Chip. And then, Chick. Yeah, Chick, whatever.
Chip, Chick. You get it.
Lou, go ahead. Sorry, you were driving around all the younger girls.
Yes, when I was a senior in high school, I got my license and I drove around all the hottest girls that were in 10th grade, the cheerleaders, and my car didn't start, so they would all have to push my car.
Are you kidding?
So it would be all the hottest girls in the school pushing me, and of course, I was a fat kid, but I thought that they all liked me. And they pushed me around for about a year or 2 until they got their own licenses. And then
I realized that cars start normally.
Wait, was this like a stick shift? You had to push it to get into second?
Drop the clutch.
I only know that because of Karate Kid.
Yeah.
Yes.
And pop it.
So, yeah, that turned out badly because I thought I was getting somewhere with one of them, any of them. I got nowhere.
Man. I did drive a lot of girls around before. You know what they did? I got in so much trouble. I piled so many chicks in the car. We went off a curb and bottomed the car out and ripped the muffler off. And I had to go home with no muffler and explain to my stepfather, no, I tried to shove 7 girls in the backseat of the car.
Oh, you always got to lie about that.
Why would you do that?
I just want to go home. That's it. I don't understand the rules here. I want to go home.
Joe, Mom, I just want to go home. I don't understand what the problem is. Trying to put a bunch of girls in the Honda Civic LX.
T-Rish let me use... I told the story. She let me use the 4Runner, and we went and smashed garbage cans off the sidewalk.
No.
And then we went to a construction site.
Did you drive into them with the car?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
We were up on lawns. It was fun. It was me and my friends. In fact, we had a videotape of it, but here's where
we really both come from a place where we were really en route to just becoming like...
Yeah, criminals.
Just not even criminals, just
but like pieces
drabs.
Yes.
Real drabs.
Yes, very much so. I once was lost, but now I'm saved. But my friend Joel always tells the story. We used to have a videotape of it. We're trying to knock over a porta potty with my mom's Forerunner, and then I get close enough and I stiff arm it, and it stops my arm, and I do that thing where I go, I broke my arm, I broke my arm, I broke my arm, and then 3 minutes later I'm just fine again, and my friend Joel in the backseat's videotaping, and he goes, hey Soder, I thought you broke your arm. Well, shut up, Joel! But then I got home and I realized both lights were broken on the front, but the lights were still working, but it was the front outside, and it was scratched up. And I was like, my mom's going to kill me. My mom's going to kill me. And then I went upstairs, and she's like, what happened? I was like, these kids from Eagle Crest tried to fight us, and they attacked your car. Yeah. And my mom was like,
we definitely weren't playing Dukes of Aurora around the neighborhood.
Then she took it to Buzz's, and he fixed it.
I love you know that because my mom had come on, man. I was going to call her on a break and find out what it was. The two guys who always just fixed my mom's cars was these two. They looked like ZZ Top. They both looked exactly the same. Chuck and Al. I remember it. Chuck and Al just had big beards and they liked my mom. And the fact that they were such a relationship where I never saw my mom see them ever outside of Chuck and Al's body shop. She did something. She did something for Chuck and Al. I know it.
Dude, my mom... So I told you, Joel, that friend of mine, when I found out about Buzz, he goes, yeah, my mom knows Buzz too. And now that I'm looking back and I'm like, I think Buzz was just taking down all these single women.
Yeah. That's it. Buzz tells you, he goes, well, I got to charge you for whatever. He goes, but, you'd probably take that labor charge off. You're going to put a little work in you. Put a little shoulder work in yourself, grease monkey.
How do you feel about shifting my stick?
That's really great. Let's take one more call. You pick it, Dan. One of these calls, and there's some good ones here. Oh, God. And then we'll take our next break. But stay on the line if you got, because some of these are great.
I want to do Raul. For the smooth sounds of Raul. I think this is Raul. Is this my buddy Raul?
Yeah, what's up, Soder?
Hey, what's up, dude? Hi, this guy's from San Francisco.
Oh, we just lost a call that was going to be my favorite one, I think.
Why did you call him Raul, Merkface?
I thought you said Raul on the phone.
It's Raul.
It's who?
Yeah, I go by both.
You lied to me, Raul. If that's even your real name, which I don't think it is. What did you do? What's the dumbest thing you've done, or silly, or geeky, or whatever? I didn't curse, right?
All right. In middle school, I took a girl some flowers, and I was giving them to her in between classes, so everyone's going to class.
Tough time.
As I walk up to her, she sees me with the flowers. I'm handing them out to her, and all she goes is, no, 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 no. And then she walked away from me in front of my friends and everybody else. I was crushed.
It's a shame. It's a shame. You know why?
But it's like you were like she was like Kurt Russell in Tombstone, where she's like, no.
But you know what's funny about that? That's also the female's immaturity too in that level, because she could take them and say, thank you so much, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
And it still kind of made you feel good. There's a way to like
right here. This is Raul bringing her flowers.
Son of a bitch! No!
I'll start from the beginning though.
No! Son of a bitch! No!
I think it's only 2 no's.
There's more no's when he starts walking in the water. I know Tombstone. If there's anything I know, it's a movie that I've watched 7 times on mushrooms.
But you get what I'm saying though? There's like an immaturity to the girl there. She could walk. She could make Raul feel good.
Yeah, she could go, Raul, you Latin lover.
And not be like, and still not, give him what he's hoping for, but at the same time, like, you let him off. I will say, very few chicks, when I did the note or the whatever I would try to do to try to get them into me or some acknowledgement that we could hang out. If they did, they definitely didn't make like a public, like, except the one with the song.
Yeah.
The girl, Deanna.
She was the only one that made that public.
But I think she just told people, and then people were like, crappy and did that to me.
Raul, did you get made fun of for doing that after that? Like, how long did that last with you?
Until graduation. my friends did not let me.
Oh, your friends. But what about not your friends? That's your friends. What about other people? Did they like bring it up ever?
Actually, they were pretty cool about it. Some of them felt bad. The sad part about it was that I couldn't find a trash can right away to throw away the flowers. So I put them in my locker, and they stay there all year long.
Dead flowers.
So you should have just zipped them at her. You should have went up and smacked her with flowers. That's not even abuse.
Yeah.
Well, it's not even a trip to the principal's office.
I have flowers in my locker for 5 months after that.
Oh, poor Raul.
You're like, I didn't even get them for her. I got them for me.
Turns out it's great potpourri. And every day I open my locker, it's a fresh walk through a daisy-filled field.
Someone's like, Raul, damn, your locker smells horrible.
Stop it. What is there, dead plants in there?
No, it's for me. I got them for me. And I also got these candies in a heart box for me.
And I also got into this book of sonnets for me.
Also, I got this audio tape of me reading poetry for myself.
For me to remind that I have good diction. Thanks, Raul.
Thanks for the call.
Later, guys. Have a good Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, dude. And of course, if you have an embarrassing story of something you did for a woman or a woman for a man.
We're waiting for a girl who's really throwing it out there for a guy.
You're
also.
right.
We got a lot of guys.
Girls just tend to play defense when they're young.
Christine, you're the only one who laid it out there for us.
Sarah McPants has a great one. Sarah McPants tweeted, I wrote a love letter to a boy in kindergarten. He never acknowledged it.
That's the last time a girl throws it at a guy and he doesn't go for it. Is when he doesn't know what's going on.
He doesn't know what corners are.
That's the best you could do.
He's like, that little girl likes you, and he's like, I don't know what hands do.
It's like capital B.
I like the blocks, and I like the letters, but I don't like the blocks. And Sarah's like, hello, I wrote you a very sensual. It's encouraging.
It's erotic fiction based on us.
Also, Sarah, how can you write a letter as a child?
Just backwards E's.
Yeah. I don't know why. She's like, never again.
It was just the word sex in crayon with a question mark.
Yeah.
Sex.
In bath? That's what sex is.
If you're a girl or a guy who's got another crazy story, we got a few on the line waiting. We're going to get to those when we come back.
844-COMEDY-9. It's the Christmas episode of The Bonfire. I think what I need to do is it that one? Or this one?
It's all dish, baby.
Well, let me ask you something.
All dish, all day.
Does paying for channels you don't watch make you want to scream a 4-letter word? Well, if you do, rip out a pube. It's time for a skinny bundle. It's time for a skinny bundle that gives you what you actually watch and not what you don't. Introducing the new Flex Pack from Dish. You start with over 50 popular channels. You want more? Then add channel packs like local, variety, kids, and news. If you don't watch, don't pay. Call 1-844-CALL-DISH today or visit Dish.com to sign up. The new Flex Pack from Dish. It's over 50 popular channels for just $39.99 a month with your first channel pack included. Add more channel packs like local, variety, kids, news, and more for $10 a month each. Get the skinny. Call 1-844-CALL-DISH or visit Dish.com to sign up.
Is a damn fine deal. Uh-oh.
Thank you. It requires credit qualification to your commitment, early termination fee, and e-auto pay. One TV included, taxes and surcharges extra. Other restrictions apply.
Hey, let me ask you something, Dan. Yeah. Does paying for channels you don't watch make you want to scream a 4-letter word?
Makes me want to rip out my own boobs.
My pubis. Well, stop. No, Dan, seriously, stop. Ow! No, leave some. Dan, it is time for you to get a skinny bundle. That's going to give you what you actually watch and not what you don't. Introducing the new Flex Pack from Dish. You start with over 50 popular channels. You want more? You could add channel packs like locals, variety, kids, and news. If you don't watch, you don't have to pay. Okay? So relax on the pubes. Call 1-844-CALL-DISH today or visit Dish.com to sign up. The new Flex Pack from Dish. It's over 50 popular channels for just $39.99 a month with your first channel pack included. Add more channel packs like Locals, Variety, Kids, News, and more for $10 a month each. Get the skinny. Call 1-844-CALL-DISH or visit dish.com. To sign up, requires credit qualification, 2-year commitment, early termination fee, and e-auto pay. 1 TV included. Taxes and surcharges extra. Other restrictions apply.
Hey everybody, this is Ari Shafir, and I'm just here to wish Dan and Jay and all the Bonfire listeners a very Merry Christmas. Christmas, as you know, is the day that Jews got together and conspired to get Jesus really, really hurt. I know you worship Jesus, and I just want you to know what we did to him. We got the Romans to puncture his hands, literally drive stakes through one hand, like nail it through a hand. And then he took his other hand and drove another stake through the hand. You ever poke yourself with a pencil and have it hurt really bad, maybe even draw a little blood? Imagine going all the way through the hand. We did that to him. And then we took those hands and we strung him up. So he suffocated to death because his body was being hung on a cross. On a cross, we hung him. So Merry Christmas, everybody, on the day that Jews showed their dominance over you motherfuckers.
Get it, you skinny bitch!
Pull out a pube!
Worth it.
That was the best timing. That pause you. If that song doesn't make you feel Christmassy or like blowing your own brains out, then you don't have what the people refer to as a soul.
Yeah.
I hate to correct Ari Shafir. Christmas isn't the day that the Jews murdered Jesus.
That's Easter, bro.
It's the day
Jesus was born. So, and also he was a Jew when he was born. So, I mean, he was a Jew his whole life. So, there you go, Ari.
Yeah.
So the Jews kind of dominated the Jews. So, anyways, that's his history.
It was black on black crime, really.
Yeah, really. It's the Bonfire, Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. Merry Christmas, campers. Real quick, happy belated birthday to Ryan Beck, one of our top campers. It was his birthday yesterday. And I'm so sorry for all of that. We gave oh, God.
Oh, jeez.
We're talking about dumb stuff you've done for women. And Christine had a great story. But we should do our presents right now, right?
We should. Let's do our
Should we do our presents?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you, we got the crew, we just handed out cards.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you guys open your cards?
Open your cards, gang.
It's beginning to... It's just a battery running out.
Jacob, nothing.
Yeah, Jacob, you hear that? Kidding. Yours is going to be in the office.
Sticker fun inside.
Yeah, you got a pretty good one.
Reading?
Yeah, Christine, you got sticker fun. Sure, you can read.
Yeah, read your guys', Andy and Lou.
Christmas is a holy night, a star of wonder, a breath of heaven, a perfect child, a father's gift, and a world forever blessed.
Yeah, that's right.
Now there's some personal shit written on the inside.
No, none of that. Not that.
No, you can read mine.
Okay.
Dan says...
No,
mine.
Jay says, Lou, full on your knees. Fall on your knees?
Fall on your knees.
Oh, hear the angels singing.
There you go.
Fall on your knees, Lou. Okay. Thank you, guys.
Oh, sorry.
I just feel bad I didn't get you anything.
Don't feel bad.
Merkface, what did you say? What did
We
you
are
say?
higher up than you. We're big deals.
Yeah, we got
You guys are lowly worker bees. We're doing our best to make your lives not terrible.
I was going to bring in a plate of old meat for you, but...
In fact, I feel terrible. You won't... Should me and Dan be saving these pubes to give to you guys?
Yeah,
should we donate pubes to the less fortunate?
Do you guys want a blanket?
Keep them for Jacob.
We give them all to Jacob? I'm kidding, by the way. You don't have to get us anything. Wait, I don't get you something because I want you to get me something. We wanted to get
Thank
you something.
Thank you very much. It's very sweet.
You're welcome.
Even though Dan misspelled my name.
Yeah, he does not know how to spell your name. Sorry. Andy. This is a pretty easy one.
Pretty easy.
Oh, no, you read that I misspelled it.
Yeah, I read it, and then I see all the scratches that you made to cover up the misspelling.
Christine's mouth is agape at the sticker fun she's going to take part in.
I didn't realize it was a rip-out tree that folds together with the ornaments.
Yeah.
That's awesome. We have no Christmas decorations. Now we have one.
Well, you spent your whole life trying to bang gay guys, so...
Came here.
Thank you very much, guys.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Why don't you open your card?
I'll open my card now. I got it from Dan.
Because your gift is coming in the mail next week.
Says you.
Says me. That's an
The
old
Frozen guy.
Yeah.
Create a character activity inside.
Yeah.
Olaf?
Olaf.
It's Olaf. I get to make my own Olaf with tabs.
Yeah.
I haven't done tab
You got
work.
Olaf?
You got Olaf.
I haven't done tab work fun since I was a child.
Well, now you're going to.
Oh, if you think this is not going to be in the studio.
Good.
Oh, and it starts off with Jace. Love it. I love you, buddy.
Your gift isn't here, but what I got you was I picked the most popular toy this season to buy you, the Nintendo Classic. So you're going to have all the old school Nintendo games you can take on the road with you. It's tiny. I got you 2 controllers, and you can play over 70 classic NES games, like Tecmo Bowl. There's like a bunch of it. Excite Bike, Mario, like all the classics.
Fun.
And you don't have to. It's literally this big.
Really?
And you just throw it in your suitcase.
Oh, it's so cool. It'd be I love that.
Yeah. So
finally, games Christine will understand. 2 buttons.
2 buttons, and you can play.
Barely.
I mean. All right.
You might just tear us apart with this thing when I go, it's 2 buttons. How do you not figure out You told me you wanted to try playing The Last of Us.
You do the thing like a piano player where you mush her finger into the button. You go, you push it like this. You push it like... She goes, I don't want to do this anymore.
She goes, before The Last of Us Part 2 comes out, should I try playing The Last of Us straight through? I go, you have to combine weapons at one point where you go to a workbench and build weaponry. And you don't think you can handle 2-button Excite Bike.
Christine, you're going to love the classic NES.
Awesome.
It's going to be great. It's going to bring you together.
Yeah, that's got games you can play together.
And you'll learn it. And you'll learn it real easy, and it's great for the road.
Apparently I'm too dumb to learn PS4, so...
Well, I mean, it's very difficult. Can I just say this?
I don't think your girl brain can handle it.
Yeah. And I have a card here from Jay and Christine. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Get out!
There's no fun to be had on this card.
Oh, guys! You're the best, Apple Music.
For 1 year.
What?
Yeah.
That's why I was texting you. I was trying to get a gauge.
What?
I got you years for Apple Music, buddy.
What?
With Apple Music, I believe you could all download everything, too. So it is like
you keep
buying music. You get to keep your music, I believe.
Yeah, on Apple Music?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, what?
It's basically like unlimited iTunes, more or less, right? Is what the idea is. It's unlimited iTunes.
Oh, my God. As someone that loves new music, oh, my God, the birth of a savior has just happened.
But, dude, honestly, a game system from 1984 is good, too.
Okay. Well, I thought it was nostalgic.
That's just crap on something someone gets you.
There you go.
But, dude, also, I'll be honest with you, a video game system for Christine, that's pretty neat.
Also, I love unwrapping stuff.
No, I think I'm actually very excited for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. We can set up in our room, Christine, also.
It's a box. What's in the box? Oh, yeah. Awesome. This is awesome.
I know Danny likes shirts.
A great Christopher Walken t-shirt.
Heck yes.
Wow, that's cool.
You see what it says? What it says on it?
Yeah. No. What does it say? It says made in Queens, Astoria. He's from there. His parents had a bakery, Broadway.
I thought it was a good size, good color.
It's fucking perfect. You know what?
It's what?
I'll say it again. It's fucking perfect.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Get back in there. Get back in there, you dirty little boy. Oh, wow. Dude. Oh.
Blood?
No, but I got like a cluster like you did the first time.
Oh. Crab? You want a crab?
It turns out, guys, I am a carrier. I am what they call in the medical profession a carrier. Oh, this is awesome. Thank you guys so much. This is...
Thank you so much for all the love and support. We love you.
Already this quick, Rodney from Iowa wants to say a problem with your gift.
What?
Rodney, you there, buddy?
It's Rodney. I talked to you guys before. I go by Rad on Twitter.
Rad.
Yeah, so the controller cord on the NES is like maybe 1.5 feet long.
Yeah, there's wireless ones now.
Oh, you got the wireless ones?
Yeah.
I was going to say, strongly
Sick.
recommend one of those.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it is a gaming system from 1984, but I like to think we bring it into 2016 by getting the top-of-the-line wireless controllers. But, Rodney, I heard the same exact thing. I heard it's like you have to sit like in front of your TV, and I was like, my boy Jace's vision ain't going to go bad.
No, Jason, and also me and Christine can lay in our sleep number bed, head up.
Yeah. So it's supposed to. I'm supposed to get like. There's people online selling it for like bootleg ones for crazy amount of money, and I found.
Really? I've even heard of that.
They sold out at the Nintendo. Ryan Hamilton. What's that? Rodney, what'd you say?
It's like $200.
Yeah, $200 is like, and they're upwards of like. There was one guy was trying to get one for $650. He's like, buy it for $650. You're like, dude, that's crazy. You could just buy a PlayStation 4. Just buy you a PlayStation 4.
Yeah, really. It's like
yeah, but it's pretty cool. Ryan Hamilton.
It's a lot of money for like something that's sort of novel.
It's total novel.
You know what I mean? Like there's some.
But Ryan Hamilton, I saw him at the cellar, and he like was walking by the Nintendo store the day they released him, and he just like jumped in line, was like, I got nothing to do, and got like one of the first ones, and I was like, how is it? He's like, if you grew up in the 80s, he's like, it's got every game you want. It's like
loaded into it. Already.
Loaded in. There's no cartridge. You just start it up, you pick your game, and here's the best part: you can go to save points.
Oh,
so you don't have to start over again. Tyson's Punch Out, Tecmo Bowl, like all the excitement.
I love Tyson's Punch Out. I forgot about Tyson's Punch Out.
It's on there.
Oh, Soda Popinski. Look out. We have a Dance with Destiny. I told you back in 85. I'd be back, son. I said I'd be back for you.
I also need to settle a beef with Soda Popinski because of him I got into my first fist fight in 4th grade because someone called me Soda Popinski.
And you did a weird swing. Rodney, thanks for the info, buddy. That's good for people to know out there who want to get, if it is like the big Christmas gift this year, if it's one of the big ones.
People are going nuts.
Do you love your stuff, Dan?
I love it! And as someone who I've like been downloading a bunch of new albums, like the new Rolling Stones album and Car Seat Headrest and like all these other ones.
When you get on Wi-Fi, I believe is how it works. When you're on Wi-Fi, you can download and so you can listen to it off.
Perfect.
Like off of.
I'm very excited.
You don't have to be listening on your data.
I'm going to be listening to music, wearing nothing but my walking shirt.
Ooh, Christopher Walken shirt, no pants.
Yeah.
No pants.
No pants.
At all.
Christine, you were telling a story real quick about something silly that you did for a guy.
You know, it wasn't for a guy. It was like for myself.
Well, what did you do?
Well, we used to have these things in middle school called candygrams.
Candygram.
And like nobody would send them to me. And so I got some.
Candygram from Mongo. Candygram from Mongo. That's how I know him.
I would buy candygrams and write them to myself from like boys in school that I like. There's this one guy, Cameron.
What a good young crush name.
Oh yeah.
Cam.
And my hope was that older me would like find those and have happy memories.
Oh.
For like I was trying to trick my older self to reminisce about.
Do you think you were going to have Alzheimer's at some point?
I don't know. I mean, this is like really dumb logic.
Oh look, honey, a boyfriend bought me this. And
Oh,
you're like,
Cameron, I remember him so fondly.
and now oh my God, I'm remembering everything. I'm becoming aware.
He's inside of me.
Like Westworld. Cameron was never Cameron. He was me the entire time.
That's
I kind of realized it wouldn't work, but I think I still have them in a box at my uncle's house in L.A.
I had a crush on him. Dad, please find them.
I'm going to go through it when I go back.
Please find them. I liked a girl one time at recess. I went in early and I wrote, I like you on a piece of her paper in her notebook. And then she found it during class and reacted like someone shit in her desk. I'll pull one out for that. Oh. Those are ones.
You're down to the shaft.
I'll tell you this, I did find a good region.
Yeah.
I found a good picking region.
That's great. Merkface, you haven't told one yet. You got to have one.
Yeah,
Was it when you cuddled to a girl after a thing and then she dumped you and made you get on a subway with her?
That has also happened.
Yeah, that was probably
that old story.
Very accurate.
That's real time.
I have a lot that involve me waiting too long, awkwardly, for like a girl to do something. The first one that jumps into my mind was I got my license early in my junior year of high school. So
How
we were
old
at
were you?
17.
So where was this?
In Jersey.
Jersey. I was going to say, and the age is different.
And 17 Jersey, and I was like the first out of all my friends. So we're at this older kid's house party. He was a senior. We were at a house party, and there was this girl there who wanted to go get cigarettes at the 7-Eleven.
Yeah. So you swoop in.
Well, but her friend, a guy, was like, yo, she'll do stuff to you if you drive her.
What a weird way to say that.
I just meant squeeze your nip and tickle you.
Yeah, she goes, she'll do
honk,
stuff.
honk.
No, the implication was, I'm trying not to curse, was she'd go down on me.
There you go. See,
if I drove her to get her cigarettes. And so I did. I drove her to get her cigarettes.
And then she comes back out from the gas station. You just got your wang out.
That's what I was picturing. He goes, hey, he goes, I don't know. He goes, just, he goes, I got a big gulp right here if you want it.
You go, oh, hey, so you're not a Slim Jim fan. Well, what about you like Alberto? Do you like Alberto turkey jerky? So what did she do?
So the whole ride back was just me. Oh, I didn't know how to make any moves on any sort of girl.
Yeah.
I had zero confidence in high school. And so the whole...
any sort of girl. Fat, Down syndrome, learning disabled.
Shapes and sizes. They all could ice me out.
So we get back to the party, and it's pretty late now, so everybody's kind of falling asleep, passing out, going home. And it was this kid's parents weren't there, so we were all staying. And we were all just sitting out by the pool, and they were all like drinking beers, and I was just kind of... She'd get up to walk somewhere, and I would just kind of follow her.
Oh, dude.
And sit down next to her again.
Oh, dude.
Oh, man.
And yeah, I just waited the whole night, and then
Remember
finally...
7-Eleven earlier?
Yeah, I was just like, so, yeah, I drove you to get cigarettes, and, you know, your friend said we could do things.
She goes,
You didn't do anything to me?
She goes, guys, Julie, can you watch real quick? Because I think every time I get up, Andy falls.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, did you do stuff to him? She goes, well, you know my policy. He has to buy the cigarettes.
Oh, that's where you went wrong. Man, could you imagine if you found out a girl in school for a pack of cigarettes would just do sexual stuff to you? Oh, my God. I would have bought stock in Marlboro.
Yeah, you come in here wearing a marble leather jacket.
I had all the stuff. Yeah.
How do you have a
I go to school with a tent, a kayak.
Guys, has Jake given you a ride anywhere? He got the Marlboro truck.
He goes, that guy's got I thought he wore the same thing every day. He's got 7 full Marlboro red jumpsuits.
He started calling me Harley Davidson, and I have to call him the Marlboro Man, and I don't like it.
Does anybody notice Jay's wearing a Marlboro flight jacket?
Dude, Gary had one.
A flight jacket.
He got a flight jacket.
The fur on the collar? Like the wool on the collar?
All he smoked was Marlboro Reds, and he cashed them in. He had a jar of them.
My watch is from Miles.
Oh, wow.
You have a Marlboro?
He's got a Marlboro.
Swiss Army Marlboro.
Swiss Army Marlboro Miles. That's so great. Wow. Where'd you get that from?
I got it on eBay. My mom gave me this watch for when I was in high school graduation, and then I lost it, and then I bought a new one. And
high school graduation, your mom got you a Marlboro Miles thing?
She got me the original.
That is Jersey right there.
She goes, Andy, I got you a watch. Bad news. I got a cigarette burn on your diploma.
All my camping gear was Marlboro Miles stuff.
Yeah, that's
the backpacks, the sleeping bags, cookbooks.
But the Marlboro camping stuff, that's like not. You could smoke a pack a day and get that. The bomber jacket was like 3 packs. Like Gary was like falling asleep with cigarettes in his mouth. Like camping stuff, I was like, yeah.
But maybe he did it to get the bomber jacket.
No, it was pure addiction.
No, there was the other way around.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, no, it just happened. He happened to windfall into a bomber jacket because he was an alcoholic.
Very, very sorry that happened to you. We got some great stories here.
Yes, that was the one.
Yep.
That's the jacket.
My dad had a red shirt that was his dress-up shirt, and it was the Marlboro shirt. And he just wore that for anytime he was out of a t-shirt, he was in the red Marlboro corduroy shirt.
Sounds like all your parents were Native Americans.
They're like, Dan, you know I'm going to go down to the reservation, but if you could, grab me that Marlboro jacket real quick. I would love, you know how
I'll be in the Marlboro kayak if anyone needs me.
Parents do play dates with their children. I wish we could do terrible parents dates. Where like, if Gary was still alive, I would have him hang out with Christine's dad. They'd be like,
a good one.
How did you guys get along? And he's like, hammered, smoked a bunch of butts.
Guy's pretty sick ass.
Yeah. Can I sleep over? What's your dad's name?
John.
John?
Yeah.
Can I sleep over at John's? I'm like, I don't know, Dad. Am I going to have to pick you up in the morning? He's like, please. He said he's got another pack of cigarettes and a whole 175 of Seagrams.
I spent the first time I met Christine's dad, the only time I met Christine's dad, I went back to his place. Mm-hmm. He was already asleep. Mm-hmm. Me and Christine boned in a room.
Nice.
And then the next morning I met him, and until that night, didn't know his name was John. Didn't know. I didn't know what to call him all day.
Mr. Evans?
I tried that, yeah.
He's like, come on.
Why didn't you ask me, weirdo?
I eventually did. I realized there was no reason to call your dad by name the earlier half of the day.
Christine's father?
Hey, Christine's dad. Do you guys? This is like snotty nosed kid thing. Hey, Christine's dad. Can I eat over here? My parents said they're not cooking tonight. Can I stay here? I don't want to. They're gonna order out food and they hit me.
Christine's dad, is your basement haunted?
My mom says your basement's haunted. This house sucks.
Christine's dad, my mom says that your wife left.
I want to take some of these here. We got this is a pretty good one. Eric in Portland.
You pick them, bud.
Eric, we'll go through who's been on the line the longest. We got some fun ones. Eric, what's up, my friend?
Hey, crackle, mofos.
Crackle.
Oh, mofos. He avoided pulling out a pube. Good job, dude.
Yep. I did it anyway, but...
That's just my thing.
Solidarity.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I had a fun one. Backstory real quick. I did swing dancing in high school to pick up chicks.
Mm-hmm. Swing dancing.
Not the first time I've heard that recently.
Highly recommended.
Dude, that's great.
Yeah, chicks like Christine wanted to do it, and they made her the dude swing dancer.
So you did it in high school and met girls that way?
Yep. Yeah, I did it from like 14 to 18, like every other week.
How committed to the character did you stay? Did you go, I heard your husband died overseas in the Great War?
Hey, hip cats. It's me, Eric from Portland.
Senior Citizen Center. Yeah. But I met this chick, and she volunteered every week at a senior center. And one day she was like, there's not enough men because there's all these widows, and we need, some guys to help out. And, I was like, well, I can swing dance. And so I thought it was going anywhere. It went like a whole year of absolutely nothing. Oh. And then one night we were at a party, and she was starting to kind of hook up with me and stuff, and then literally vomited all over my lap.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That was hard. And then, yeah, so she disappeared for 3-4 weeks. Didn't see her, didn't hear from her. No, back then it was pager day, so never got a page. And sure enough, she shows up at the next hangout we have with a boyfriend that she's supposedly in love with, and yeah, got half a handy and vomit.
She goes, this is for
dancing with old women.
This is for the time that you picked up Gladys and put her on her hip. Wow. Wow, God. Yeah, no, that's
You were so sweet today in the game room, and your pecker's really.
Oh, why is your wiener so smooth? I just remembered a silly thing I did. I had a crush on a girl in New York, and she volunteered at Petco in the mornings, and she was like to help with cleaning the cages out with the cats, and I was hammered the night before, and I was like, I would love to come and hang out with you at Petco. And she was like, are you serious? And I was like, yeah.
I've never been more serious in my life.
What guy would want to hang out with you and adorable cats? And I got...
What am I, a monster?
I took the train into the city. It was the Petco right north of Union Square. And I got off the Petco right north of Union Square. And I got off still drunk. And I go into Petco and I'm like, look who's here. It's your favorite person.
Hey.
Ta-da!
Told you I'd be here.
She didn't tell me.
Super early.
You're going to be cleaning out the cages of feral cats. So I was like,
feral cats. They're angry.
I'm all, he got me.
Bitch.
I probably said that a good dozen times. Son of a... this little mother... And I had a coffee. I remember how hungover I was, and I went, can I go outside and smoke a cigarette? And I just remember being outside and watching...
You're on the clock, Dan.
Everyone going to work and smoking a cigarette and looking down at my hands, and it looks like I punched through glass because of all the cat scratches I had.
I want to say this blonde girl who walks through the hallways is hot, but she looks like a skeleton wrapped in skin.
Oh, I know who you mean.
Oh, wow.
It looks like somebody just pulled remember Men in Black 2? Like someone just put an Edgar suit over a skeleton.
I was going to say, it looked like in Mars Attacks.
Yeah.
Where you pull out the head and you're like...
So she took all the blood and meat out of her body, and she's just she's so skinny.
You got me short.
That might be anorexia.
Anorexia. I like the way you said it all fancy. Anorexia.
She's borderline a hot chick, but she's got to gain 20 pounds.
Yeah.
20.
You know the girl that I did that for.
Do I?
Yeah. She was a psycho. So bad. She worked at a certain place.
It was her?
Yeah. I'm mad
that she is psycho.
She was crazy.
Inside joke. Inside joke.
Yeah. It was a girl who I thought she was single and the entire time she had a boyfriend.
She had that beat her up.
That beat her up and she was like, "You're going to save me." And I was just a raging alcoholic at the time. And I was like,
"Oh, I do."
You know who it is.
I do. I know now.
Foreign couple.
Yeah. And then it was terrifying.
Yeah.
And then when I sobered up one day and I was like, "What am I doing?"
Yeah.
And then I told her, I was like, "I can't hang out with you." And she's like, "You broke my heart."
You had fingernails full of feral cat litter. And she's kicking a couple of knuckle shots to the chin.
Yeah. She's like,
wow.
Is that all you got?
I would have gone and done that too, just to hang out with the cats.
Yeah.
I know we got to get out of here a few minutes early, so we take one more break. We have to take one more break, right?
Let's take one more
break, and then we'll try to get through these if we can get through them fast, as many as we can.
I'm sorry. I didn't know the seller was going to give me an early spot.
No, it's okay. But so let's shut the phone lines down on any new ones. Let's try to get through the ones we have when we get back. It's the Christmas edition of the Bonfire.
I just check up.
Hey guys, this is Nikki Glazer, and I'm wishing you all a Merry Christmas. I hope all of your stockings get stuffed. I'm talking about your pussies.
We're having a good holiday time, and Lou's got to remind me that I have an early set and I have to leave.
Come on, guys, get to it.
Perfect, Jacob.
So I can say a call we don't have to necessarily take. It's Kevin in Baltimore said he met his girl mistakenly from a wrong number. They got married. So that's not a story about doing anything geeky for a girl. She was 18. He's 39. All I can say is, will you send us dirty pictures of her at the Bonfire? Wait, what was her email? The Bonfire at SiriusXM.com. Or you know what? Don't send. We never get to see it when they go there. We have to wait for Jacob to figure it all out.
He hoards them.
He does hoard them. We don't even know passwords. Mark Face, you're on the job now. Okay. Just try to get through. So I'm waiting on the line for a long time here. Aaron, Illinois. Aaron, what's up? You're on the Bonfire, buddy.
Hey, crackle, guys. How's it going?
Good,
crackle, dude.
What'd you do?
Oh, well, when I was in high school, I was a sophomore, and this chick was a senior. And for whatever reason, I decided to basically write her a very intricate love letter, of sorts, you could say. Well, between periods, I went in and we were in the hallways, and I gave her the letter. And, went to class in the next period. When that let up, we were out in the hallway, and everybody was laughing, making fun of me, and all that fun stuff. Well, her boyfriend, I guess, which I didn't know she had a boyfriend, had gotten in my face and decided to shove me. Well, I ended up hitting him and giving him a bloody nose and getting suspended for 2 weeks.
No.
Well, after that, I think a week later, we were at a party, and they showed up out of nowhere, and he was there. He ended up leaving. I guess he didn't want to get in another fight with me, and her and I ended up hooking up that night. I don't know if she was just had that much to drink or what it was, but we ended up boning on her on one of my buddy's couch.
Wow, what a great story.
Yeah.
What a good recovery story.
Great recovery. I thought he was done for.
Was it like Dan's whore bag growing up situation where the people cheering in a circle around it while Dan was asleep in another room?
Well, I was nodded off on muscle relaxers.
There was like 3 guys that were in the living room that were passed out, and then there was one other girl that came in right when we finished up. She's like, "Oh, you guys could have waited. I would have joined them."
You need somebody for cleanup? She grabs a straw. Ew.
And that woman became the first governor of Indiana. And that woman later became Martha Stewart.
That's a good one. Good redemption story. So you busted the guy's nose and porked his chick.
Yeah, play redemption song.
Redemption song. Good call, Aaron. Thank you so much for hanging in there, buddy.
I mean, to nail it like that, where you punch a guy in the face and then get the girl,
it's worth getting teased a little bit for sure. Without a doubt, it's worth getting. It's absolutely
sweet redemption.
We have Carter in Tennessee. Carter, what's your story, buddy?
Hey guys, what's going on?
Hey.
You guys there?
Yeah.
I said, hey. That's what the hey was.
I'm sorry, my cell phone service sucks.
No, it's okay.
Hey,
Don't
stop.
get upset.
Hey,
stop.
Carter,
it's fine.
stop it.
It's the holidays, Carter. What are you here for, you bud?
You there.
Oh, I thought that was Carter. I was like, all right, peace awaits you, dude. Why don't you back
Peace
off?
awaits you there. So you have a story about doing something goofy with a girl?
Yeah, like I went and I got my girlfriend at the time, and we went to a gas station. I was like, hey, and she's like, hey, anything, a pack of cigarettes? Like, no problem, no big deal.
No, is she one of those? She's like Merc Face's girl, where you get her some smokes and she doesn't blow.
She'll do nothing. Well, no, the work blows.
It's worse than that. It's worse than that. She got a pack of cigarettes and like she started smoking in my car. I'm like, yo, and so like I smacked the pack out of her hand, and that's the last I heard of that chick.
Well,
like playfully, you playfully slapped him around?
Well, I mean, it was no such a vehicle.
Dude, you matumboed her in your front seat, and of course she retaliated by not talking to you. You're not smoking my car.
I would say I Kimbo sliced the cigarettes.
You punched it out of her face.
That's aggressive, but I'll tell you what.
Come on, Dan.
Kimbo slice?
You punched it out of her. You punched it out of her mouth.
You mean you fought him until you passed out unconscious?
Yeah. Or he karate chopped the butt off the cigarette like Mr. Miyagi and Karate Kid.
It's so great. But that was your.
Doing well until some no name came in the ring and choked me out.
Yeah, she was going in. She was your girlfriend though.
Yeah. I mean, I knew she smoked, but like she just took like the arrogant stance, like I'm gonna smoke in your car.
I guess I can tell you what, you're better off without that chick. That's a thing. Just to assume you can is a weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
Thing.
That's a weird confidence.
Absolutely a weird.
I don't even like. Should we do one more?
We could do one more, and then I just want to get an announcement from. We have 2 calls left, and we're going to take them both because the last one's just something that I'm super impressed by. But let's take Steven in Georgia. Go ahead, buddy. You got a crazy one?
Oh yeah. What's going on, fellas?
Hey, what's up?
Man, when I was in high school, man, I fell hard for this chick, and we kind of became friends and were hanging out, and she'd had a boyfriend the whole time that we were hanging out and had become really good friends. And I put 2 years worth of work into this chick, listened to her cry about her asshole boyfriend, and then
it already sounds like a country song.
yeah, absolutely, it's exactly what it was. And then they broke up, and I'm like, here's my can't hardly wait moment right here. And I'd written this chick a song, and I sang it for her in front of like a bunch of people.
In front of a bunch of people.
How many people?
Oh yeah.
How many people, Steven?
I'm sorry, we're just friends.
What song? Was it called?
He wrote it.
I wrote this song.
Was it called "I'm Sorry We're Just Friends"? Because then you'd be like, well, that's the whole point of the song.
Can you sing a little? Can you sing a little bit of it for us now?
Yes. Yes. All I really remember is the chorus.
You hit us with it.
Which goes.
It goes, you're my angel, and you always will be. Oh, I'll never let you go from now until eternity. If you ever wonder if my love is true, just look inside my heart, girl. It all belongs to you.
Well, good job, Steven. You got me to drop my pants.
Steven, if you were here, I'd do something to you, for sure. I got to tell you what, your voice is fantastic, but it is a funny thing. The same mistake I made when I plagiarized a song to that girl. You're too young to be making these long-term declarations, like, be together from here into eternity. Like, that's freaking her out.
I'll never see another woman as beautiful as you.
I'll be by your side for 23 hours a day.
I'll never leave you alone, even when you're pooping and showering.
Where you at? I didn't talk to you for an hour yesterday.
Are you sleeping with the maintenance man? I'm going to kill you.
Oh, that's a tough one, Steven. You got an amazing voice, buddy. Thank you so much for calling. We have to wrap this thing up here, Steven. Thanks for calling. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. And then finally, to close us out here, this has nothing to do with anything about a girl or doing something silly for a girl, but all this talk where we know Christine got all of her camping equipment. We know Merkface got his graduation presents. Dan's
Gary
dad got a bomber jacket. Steve would like to announce that. What is your story, Steve?
My brother had the pool table, which was, I believe, 250,000 Marlboro miles.
I thought it was a rumor that it was impossible to get it.
The most expensive one, they got it.
No, he had it. The reason why, besides he was a chain smoker and an alcoholic, because that runs in our Irish family.
Yeah.
But he was a garbage man for a city in Idaho, and so he basically, every time he'd throw them away, he'd go to bars, and they'd throw like big cartons full of smoke away. He just ripped the miles off, and before you know it, he had that thing with the red felt sitting in his garage.
Badass.
And he ended up, he had it for a couple of years. He ended up selling it. Some dude gave him like $1,000 for it because it was like the biggest hard on the guy ever got because he was so in love with Marlboro and he wanted it. So, yeah, so my brother made money off it, and I thought he was saving up enough to actually get the iron lung that Marlboro should have been giving people, you know?
So we learned here, cigarettes kill, but the pool table lives on.
Yeah.
If we learn nothing else, Steve, that's awesome story, man. Thank you so much for calling in. You're the final caller before Christmas.
Final caller before Christmas. Merry Christmas, campers. If you're in the San Diego area, you can check out Big J at American Comedy Company December 29th through New Year's Eve, December 31st, and then in San Francisco at the San Francisco Punchline, January 5th through the 7th. Go to bigjcomedy.com. And, of course, don't forget to follow us at The Bonfire, SXM, on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and Facebook.
Danny Soder going to be at Helium Comedy Club, Philadelphia, Thursday, December 29th through New Year's Eve, Saturday, December 31st. Make sure you go check that. We know there's tons of campers who are going to be there in Philadelphia that time. Make sure you go see that. After that, you can catch him headlining Gotham Comedy Club in New York City, Friday, January 6th and Saturday, January 7th. It's going to be such a fun time. Visit dansoder.com for tickets. Guys, thank you so much. Love all of you. Love all of you, everybody.
Love everybody.
Merry Christmas and happy holidays. Love. It's all about love, love, love.